Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome to the Planet Pearl podcast. My name is Pearl. I'm a wife, mom and maker living in the beautiful city of Christchurch in New Zealand. This podcast is all about knitting, crochet and all the creative things that I make from my home. I also plan to share a few things that I'm enjoying and loving at the moment. It's almost the end of January and it's summer here in Christchurch. We are really enjoying the summer holidays. It's holidays for my son, and so we have a lot of free time on our hands, but also busy times. To start off, I want to share my knitting project, which I've been working for quite some time. And as some of you might know, I work at Outlaw HQ and I get to use all their yarns and patterns. And this blanket is made with Outlaw Queen Bee yarn, which is 100% wool, chunky weight. I decided to make it into a striped blanket because I find that when I use different colors, it keeps me interested in the pattern. And the colors that I used are Smudge, Zelda, Titania and Yara. And I used a 12mm Knit Pro Symphony needle for this. And with the leftover yarn, I decided to make these little tassels. The way I made these tassels is very simple. So to make the tassels, what I did was I got all the wrappers together and bound them with a rubber band, and then I wound the yarn around 12 times around this width and made the tassels. I really liked how they turned out, and they look I think they look really cute. What do you think? Let me know if you like them as well. So that's how it turned out. Surprisingly, I finished it in about 2 weeks, which was a surprise for me because I have started so many blankets but I have not completed them, and I was so thrilled to be able to finish this blanket. So that's my first finished object. Yesterday when I was recording, I did not realize that I had switched off the record button and was talking, and so I missed out a lot of my recording, and so I am reshooting it today. And if you see a change in lighting and a little bit of change in the background, it's because of that. The next project that I want to talk about is my Sunday shawl. This is also made with Outlaw yarn. It's 100% wool, machine washable, and I used 6 colors in total, 5 accent colors and a main color. I used 5 balls of banded for the main color, and then different accent colors for the border. And I really love how it turned out. This shawl is a very popular shawl that was designed by a New Zealand designer called Alaya Bland. I'm sure almost everyone on the internet knows about her. I have also made this shawl before, was in another yarn called Happy Go Knitty. This is the other one that I made, and this is merino and silk, and it's really light. I love both of them because of how colorful they are, but I think you can see that I have used very similar colors. These colors were custom designed for me by Helene of Happy Go Knitting, and I think I made this when we first came to New Zealand and I discovered all the New Zealand yarns, and I went really crazy because I found out that we could get indie dyed yarns here. When we were in Kuwait, we did not get any of those merino or pure wool yarn there. It was a very exciting experience. So this is my first Sunday shawl, and this is my latest Sunday shawl. I love both of them. This yarn is so lovely to work with as well, and I really enjoyed making this project. The other little project that I wanted to show you is my little pouch that I made with Rifle Paper Company Flora, I think the fabric is called Flora, and it is in canvas. And this is a pencil pouch pattern that I got from a sewing class that I took a long time back. I'm still struggling with getting the zipper tabs right. On one side it turned out really well, but on the other side it still needs a little more work. And if you have any suggestions how to do them perfectly, please comment below. So final project to show today, and I lined it with a polka dot linen fabric. I interfaced them both, and I used YKK zipper that I got from Miss Maud's Sewing Company. The other thing I wanted to share with you is my journaling. I've always had a journal since childhood, but last year I got a journal from Kikike and enjoyed writing on it. Had all these cute pictures and lovely pages, so I felt that it kept me motivated to keep journaling. Although I don't journal every single day, I just journal when I feel like I have something to put down on paper. This time I did weekly journaling, set aside a time for journaling once a week, which was on a Monday because that was my day off. And I would, after I send my son to school, I would sit down with my cup of tea and start journaling. And it was really a meditative process for me, and I found it start journaling, and it was really a meditative process for me, calming and therapeutic. So I decided to continue with it. And towards the end of the year, I discovered a whole new world of creative journaling, and I was very intrigued by it. And then when I did a little bit of research, I found that there was so much journaling communities. Around September, I discovered the world of art and creative journaling, and then I discovered Hobonichi journals. So if you followed me on the Vlogmas series, you might have seen that I was doing the December daily musings, that retro-chairs, sojourner folios. That I got back into watercolor art and journaling, and I really enjoyed it. So I decided to go on New Year with journaling, and so I got a lot of stickers and washi tapes to prep my pages, and I have been really enjoying it. I have a little table set out with a nice view, and I have dried lavender, and I light a candle, and I kind of have created a creative space there. And I just do whatever I feel like doing. Some days it's just watercoloring, some days it's just sketching or coat or whatever. From there it kind of flows. It's like a meditative time for me, and I wanted to share that with you. This year I got 2 books from Hobonichi. One is the Day Free journal from Hobonichi, and I also got these beautiful leather covers from Sojourner. I think this is called Geddy leather, and it's really soft, like that a lot. And then this is how I prepped the cover page. And I got these cute bookmarks from Not Just Knots, Babette, and I got from Bomb Kitchen that says Be the Light. It's been so fun, I must say, just putting down words that I liked, and words that I wanted to remember. Choose to be optimistic. This is also like my memory keeping books. That I have chosen for this year is Nurture. Last year it was Cherish, and so I did a picture. It's not perfect in any way. I really enjoy that creative process. Another page that I did, we had a friend who was from the States, New Zealand, and then they moved back to the States. But when she was here, she had her first baby, and I made a blanket for her. And so she sends me her family Christmas card every year. And this year she had mentioned has the blanket that I made for her and enjoys it. And so I decided to make a page for it, and this is what I did. This is another page that I made. Like I said, I'm not an expert at all, but enjoy the process. This is for my lavender bush that I made. Decided to make that page with a little bit of a lavender sprig. This is a page I made for my birthday because the birth flower for January is the carnation, so I decided to do an art for it and write little tidbits about carnation and what it means and all those. I didn't know before flower for January is carnation. Another carnation page, a simple sticker, just watercolor background. That is my journal. This is an A6 Hobonichi, just a few stickers because I love stickers, and so this is such a wonderful opportunity for me to use them. And this is like my everyday diary that I carry around. I love the paper of Hobonichi, and this pen was a free gift from them, and this is so lovely to write with as well. And show you this sticker that I got from a company called C and Bubs. That's an Australian company. Oh, and this year I decided to go back to using a fountain pen and have it in this roll from Bomkuchanagar Labor Company. It's like this, brass ruler, and this is from Typo fountain pen, which I really love. A few markers and then it closes like this, and it has like this little stamp, Superior Labor Company, on the side, and then there's a tag here, and it kind of closes like a roll, which I really like. Been enjoying that as well with you. I checked out 2 books from the library which I wanted to share with you. The one is All Day Brunch, but I wanted to try this recipe. This is the main reason I took this book. It's really beautiful pictures to look at. This next book that I got from the library again, I first saw this book on Christine of Sweet Lavender Knits feed on Instagram, and the pictures on it was so beautiful. It's a pleasure to look at. It's called The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, and I'm planning to recreate some of the art in this. This is so pretty. I love the wildflowers. Last thing that I want to share with you today is a lipstick that I've been loving. It's from Bobbi Brown and it's called Crushed Liquid Lip. That's the one I'm wearing right now. It's called Smoothie Move. I have always been a fan of Bobbi Brown. Her color work for my skin tone. This Crushed Liquid Lip is almost like a lip balm, lipstick and lip gloss. It stays put for a long time as well. Really enjoying this, and I wanted to share it with you. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and if you did, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye.